Hello, I'm Dr. Ken Fry with Olds College. On behalf of Janet Fettis-Kalpis, Executive Director of the Society to Prevent Dutch Elm Disease, and Troy Komodo with the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, I'd like to go over processing trap samples from the Invasive Alien Species Project. First of all, thank you very much for participating. We really do rely on your good work in this project. You should all have a StopDED Invasive Alien Species Protocol booklet or manual. This contains all the information that you should need for setting up the trap, where to set up the trap, and ultimately how to take the trap down. But I just want to go over at this point how to process that sample for shipping. So please refer to your manual. From the lingering funnel trap, the animals will have been caught in this reservoir. If you detach the reservoir from your trap, there should be some animals, perhaps some residual liquid. If it's been raining, there might be a dilution effect and it's quite watery. Regardless, enough liquid is really key, and enough preservative is even more important. But if it has evaporated down, we'll need to top it up in order to have enough volume of liquid in order to correctly preserve the animals. So say we have a sample. We take our Whirl Pack and strip the top off. You use the two white tabs and you can open the Whirl Pack. You can inflate it as you see fit. Brace the Whirl Pack underneath. Swirl your material and pour into the Whirl Pack. If it's necessary, you could go back to your original material to top up the container in order to swirl out any remaining specimens. But ultimately, we want an adequate volume of liquid that has enough preservative. If it's been diluted with rainwater, please top up the Whirl Pack with preservative, the propylene glycol Bitrex surfactant mix. What happens when we come to process these samples, if there isn't enough preservative, depending on time in transit, then rot sets in. If you've incorrectly added Bitrex to the mix, it can be quite a toxic material to work with, certainly a difficult material to work with. And we wouldn't want our students to be poisoned, would we? It's because we have students do most of this processing. So you take your label, you have a fully prepared label sheet. You may want to cut these up in advance. You take your prepared label and you put it directly into the material. And that's another reason why we need adequate preservative in the Whirl Pack, so that the label does not disintegrate and we are able to capture that information. So now it's very simple. It's just a matter of getting rid of some of the excess air, and you take and whirl the pack, hence the name Whirl Pack. Do you see how it's whirled down to the top level? We've folded over the tabs. This is a perfectly sealed, watertight material. And then what you do is you take your Whirl Pack, and depending on which mailer tube that you've received from Janet, you could take it and in it goes. Voila. Next is you take your pre-formatted address label, you remove it. These are already with an adhesive, and you apply it over any previous labels onto the mailing tube, and away it goes. It's sealed up. You can fit easily 4 trap samples to a tube. If the trap samples have more moisture or more material, then 2 samples to a tube, and this gets sent off to us here at Olds College, where the students and myself will process the material. The province of Alberta will be thankful that you have been participating in an activity, in a project that hopes to protect our urban and rural forests. Thank you very much.